This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, September 24th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a system coming through with very little moisture with it. It's a little bit negative tilt. Just imagine if we had some moisture and a little bit of instability, we'd have a lot of thunderstorms around, but unfortunately we only get a few showers, if that, and a few clouds around, with highs today mainly in the 70s across the state. One storm system off in the Canadian Maritimes, one over the south, one over the north and west. It's the one over the northwest we have to watch as we go into the week. Here on Wednesday, we have a low pressure center up near the U.S.-Canadian border, another in Wyoming with some rainfall there. Some rain over the south and east with a bit of a tropical wave. That system to our north and west moves partially into Canada, but we have another system that'll be rounding around it, coming through the Four Corners region here on Thursday. And then as we move into Friday, you can see it begins to develop across the Central Plain states. There could be some isolated shower activity, maybe a thunderstorm in the northwestern counties late on Friday into Friday night. Could affect some of the high school football games in that area. And then Saturday, it looks like it's a bit slower here. Most of the rain looks to be in the morning hours west, along and west of Interstate 35, and then everywhere else during the rest of the afternoon into the evening. And then on Sunday, it moves out of the state. Could see some lingering showers through at least the first hour or two after sunrise, and then slowly clearing, with highs a couple degrees warmer than on Saturday, where it'll be fairly cloudy. And then as we head into the new work week, it looks to moderate back into the 70s across the state, as we are in between that storm and pretty much nothing except some shower activity along the west coast of Canada up into Alaska. As we go to a week from today, you can still see a bit of a trough over the east. Pretty zonal from about the plains westward, though, with a bit of a ridge over the Four Corners region down into Mexico. But we have a little bit of a northerly flow. That'll keep the temperatures from getting too warm, but not too cold either. It's pretty much seasonal weather for the first day of October at this point, with highs in the 70s or so, maybe a few upper 60s. But look at this. Going into the extended period, we've seen this. This is a cutoff low here on October the 5th. And this is cut off from the main jet stream that looks to be well off to our north. But this could bring some fairly cool conditions. A cold rain, clouds, kind of dreary and a bit showery across the state, especially here on the 5th, and then also on the day before on the 4th. This looks to last into the 6th, and then here at the end of the forecast on October the 9th, we still have a northwesterly flow, some energy moving through the Great Lakes, another piece of energy moving into the north and west. This northwesterly flow is bringing a lot more cooler conditions at this time of the year. High pressure moving in, the 540 line down into the Great Lakes, so you can say goodbye to 80s for this point, from this point on, because it looks like it's going to get more frosty than warm. Satellite image from last evening, you can see a few showers and thunderstorms in the eastern Gulf into Florida. You can see a few clouds with a few showers in the plain states with that one little system, and some clouds moving into the north and west. Watch warning map from last evening. It's getting quite cold in New England and into the Great Lakes with some frost and freeze advisories. Flash flood watch in Florida. A winter storm watch in Montana. There's something of a surprise. And a few freeze warnings there as well. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, showing any rainfall that occurs could be significant in the state, and this only goes for part of the time. There could be that much rain elsewhere in the state.